everyone, Cheryl Washington here, and I want to talk to you about haters. I mean, we all know haters, people that just are hating on us, especially when we are doing really good things. But you know what? What if we get it wrong? And instead of someone really hating on us, they're just trying to help us. And maybe we're misconstruing it as somebody hating us. Isn't that possible? And that's my message for today. That's what I want to talk about today. And so I want to give you an example. So a couple of weeks ago, I was watching the BET Awards, and Megan Good was on the show, and she had given this award away. And she had this really skimpy dress on. See, if it was hating, I would say hoochie mama. But it wasn't hoochie mama dress. But I'm just going to call it skimpy for now, so that anybody looking at the video will understand the spirit in which my remarks are coming from. So I found this dress to be very distasteful. I was actually a little surprised because, she's recently married, and she married a pastor. So it's, number one, that's one thing that struck me when she first came out to give the award. What struck me even more than that, though, is that she was giving away a gospel award. I don't know if it was the Gospel Artist of the Year award, but it was a gospel award. And so I was like, wow, this is what she's wearing to give a gospel award away. Oh my goodness, it just made me question her and her judgment as an individual. It doesn't matter to me if someone says, well, you know what, her wardrobe person picked it, so you tell them to go back and pick another dress. I'm not wearing that. Not to give away a gospel award. You know what I mean? Be different maybe if she wore, I think the dress was just tacky, period. But it might not have bothered me as much as if maybe she was giving the Hip Hop Artist of the Year award. It might not have stuck out like a sore thumb. But in any event, what that made me really think about, some of the feedback that we get and how receptive to it we are. You know what I mean? Has anyone ever said something to you or about you and you just really didn't listen? You just dismissed it. Oh, that person's just hating on me. I don't care what they have to say. But that's not always the case. Let's take a wardrobe, for example, since we just was talking about Megan Good. Let's say that, have you ever gone to work and someone has said something about an outfit you had on? Maybe your skirt was too tight or shorts too short or whatever. And, you didn't appreciate the remark. You didn't think it was appropriate. I don't care what people think about me. So-and-so is just hating. But then, you know what? At the same time, you're complaining because you haven't got a promotion at work that you deserved. So maybe it's either, it could be the way your professionalism, the way you present yourself, could be an attitude, could be something with the work that you're doing, could be a whole range of reasons that, maybe someone has given you feedback on in the past, and instead of listening to what the person is trying to tell you, you're dismissing it as they hate you, they're prejudiced, they're jealous, or whatever it is. Listen to what is being said to you. There could be some truth in it. And the thing that you have to be careful of is that a person can say something to you from a bad place, right? They could be hating on you. But just because they're hating on you does not mean that what they're saying is not true. Let me repeat that. Just because a person is hating on you doesn't mean what they're saying about you is not true. And I think sometimes that's what gets us going. That's what gets our blood boiling. is that, sometimes we might see some of that criticism in ourselves and we just don't want to admit it. So, understand that when someone is giving you feedback, understand whether or not it's coming from a positive spirit or a negative spirit. Okay? And just because you don't like the feedback doesn't mean it's coming from a negative spirit. That might just be you not liking the feedback or whatever it is that's being said about you. And also remember that, you too give other people feedback. And some people may be accusing you of being a hater. So understand the spirit, your spirit, when you are giving somebody feedback, whether it's coming from a positive or negative place. And you know what? You may decide there's some people you just can't tell them. You can't give them feedback because no matter what the feedback is, they're going to call you hating. If it's anything negative, I have a friend or two that I know I can't give feedback to because I know it'll go in one ear and out the other. And we probably won't be very good friends anymore. So I keep quiet. I say absolutely nothing because I know they will not receive it in the spirit in which it's meant. And sometimes you have to make that decision. Some people you can sit them down and say, hey, I have something I want to say to you. Understand it's coming from a positive place. I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but I just really feel like I need to let you know. And now listen. So, understand your audience. Understand who you're talking to. And then understand the folks that are talking to you. You could be really missing out on some valuable information if when someone is saying something to you that you just automatically shut, you go like this, shut them out. You don't want to listen. You don't want to hear it. Oh, that person can't say nothing to me. They don't know nothing. So, don't have that attitude. Definitely be open-minded. You'll definitely see some results. But what I'd like to know, and please leave a comment below, is, what experiences have you had? Both ways. Whether it's someone that's given you or someone else feedback that just backfired, you didn't want to hear it, or you thought it was hating, or it was hating, or it had a positive influence. You were receptive to it, you listened to it, and things got better. And also, share your experiences of what you experienced giving somebody else feedback, and whether or not people accuse you of hating or not. So, I'm very interested in hearing what you have to say. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching my video. Cheryl Washington, I'm out. Bye-bye.